welcome to Reality Network News. I'm Jenny Blaze.
And I'm Peter Madrigal. Welcome again to Reality Network News. I hope everybody's had an awesome day, an awesome weekend. I had a little bit of an interesting weekend myself, Jenny.
I bet you did. Wasn't it Pride over the weekend?
It was Pride. It was Pride. Every time I've ever worked Pride weekend, though, I know that I'm probably not going to be having a lot of fun. I mean, I did have fun, but there was also a lot of work. So every time, and I've done 16 of these in a row, 16. Because when I first got hired at Sir Restaurant, it was after the fact. Okay. So I've done 16. I've been at Sir for 17 years, but did 16 prides. And every time, it's like clockwork. The Monday after, I'm stuck on the couch in my sweats ordering Uber Eats.
I bet.
That's how brutal it can get. No, seriously, that is how brutal gay pride in West Hollywood can get. It's packed to the rafters. It's a lot of fun, but if you're working, good luck.
So you're an expert then. What were the highlights?
What were the at Sir or in general?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
You're okay. At Sir or in general, Jenny?
In general.
In general, well, it was a pretty big parade, although I didn't get to see it. This time around, though, unlike other years, and I had to make this comment actually to one of my hosts the Friday that Friday night was it was a lot busier than in previous years.
Oh.
Especially this time around, they included Friday as well, so that was a big highlight. Yeah. So they blocked off the roads a day before they usually block them off because they usually block them off that Saturday, or that Friday night. But this time around, it was blocked off Thursday night. So it was like a 3-day weekend. So that was the in my opinion, that was the biggest highlight because they just extended it for multiple days.
So you must have been more exhausted than the prior 15 years.
You want to know how exhausted I was? I couldn't lift a chair at the end of the night on Friday night. That's how exhausted I was. Yes.
Wait, Friday night, the first night?
No, Saturday night. Sorry, Saturday night. So Saturday night I was there at Sir from 2. And by the way, this plays right into the whole Charlie thing, which I actually did. I did an interview on the podcast. Yes, I did an interview.
Which podcast did you do?
I did what was the name of it? Hold on. Well, I keep on forgetting the name of this particular podcast, but and I reposted her. I reposted her post too, but I cannot remember. Let me see here. Pull it up right now. There we go. The with Ali Petty. It's what is the name of this podcast? All of a sudden, I can't find the name of this Trying to figure out. So I was on the Trying to Figure It Out podcast last Thursday, and it just came out yesterday or the other day. And I don't know if they shot me right or not, but I didn't really like the way I looked on it. But yeah, so I won't be pulling that clip up. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna. But yeah, so I was there. Well, I'll find it right now. I was there countering the whole, I had to kind of basically preach about me being at Sir. And so we did this, we did actually this interview last Tuesday because I had to, I did it on this network as well, but I had to counter what Charlie had said previously, which is she never worked at Sir. And I was like, I mean, am I going crazy? Because I was just at Sir the entire weekend. In fact, Sir posted a picture of me working there. So, I mean, I had to do it. You know what I mean? Because she has been there. And because of that fact, I'm literally countering this notion that, nobody works at Sir. I was trying to move chairs back into Sir on Saturday night, and I had no energy left. My calorie ring was all the way around to like 1,500 calories burnt out. That's how crazy busy it was, and that's how crazy tired I was. It was nuts. It was total and complete pandemonium. But I got through it, and I'm all the better for it. It was a lot of
Well,
fun.
isn't June not only Pride, but excuse me, isn't it also Men's Mental Health Month?
Yeah. So last year, actually, Venus, who's on the new season of Vanderpump Rules.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm breaking a little bit of news right now. He actually,
Venus.
yes, Venus Binkley. Do you know who that is?
Wait, it's a guy?
Yes.
No, I have no idea.
So I'm breaking a little news right now. So Venus is on the new season of VPR. I don't think that this
Oh,
is news that is breaking though, because I think that they've already posted about it. But
okay.
even if it's not, people actually get the sense that he's going to be definitely one of the people that is going to be on the show, and
Oh,
people have already made this connection. But I'm just making it official here. So he used to write articles for Reality Network. He did that last year.
oh,
Yeah. And so he wrote something about men's mental health, and something that I like to do a lot for my own personal mental health is I work out all the time. You know, I know you probably can't see it because I like to eat and drink and be merry, but
it's all
but I
about
I do like,
moderation.
it's all about moderation, exactly. But I do run 5 to 7 miles a day. In fact,
That's a lot.
after this news program, I'm going to be going out and doing that very thing later on this
Oh,
afternoon. So it's going to be a lot
your
of fun.
knees don't hurt?
No, no. For me, it's all about healthy boundaries, protect against emotional exhaustion. That's what working out to me does for me, and it gives me a lot of mental clarity. And of course, also setting goals. That's what I also do for mental clarity as well. I like to set a lot of goals, and I like to have things that I like to accomplish throughout the day. Every day I have to have something, otherwise I feel like a deadbeat.
Oh my gosh, same. I have whiteboards. I do a checklist. I do a daily, a weekly, monthly, annual, quarterly. I skipped and went out
Yeah,
of order, but yeah,
I got you.
you get it.
But so you understand. I mean, what do you do for like mental clarity?
Oh my gosh. Well, today it's
Your
so
health
nice
strategies.
out. Yeah, I actually did you know that I studied at the Institute of Integrative Nutrition and
Oh,
became a
wow.
health certified health coach. This is like years ago. But I wanted to do that because I am all about health and wellness and biohacking. Like I believe that everybody's body is different, and so we really need to, fine tune how we take care of ourselves. And
Yeah.
so for me personally, like after daylight savings is over or once it begins, I don't know which one it is, but once spring starts, I feel like my seasonal depression just lifts, and it's great because I can start going outside. But during the winter months, I usually try to do yoga. I've completed my 200-hour hot yoga instructor training as well. So,
Really?
yeah, I love it.
I need to do
Weed and
more of
yoga.
that. I definitely need to do more yoga because, my body gets really tight, and I try to get to yoga
Yes.
as much as possible. But, sometimes on a Saturday morning after working all night Friday night, it can get a little exhausting. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
But
why I did my training so that no matter where I am or what's going on, I just need myself and a mat and I can do yoga anytime.
oh, wow, I might have to start doing some of those videos.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yoga by
that that
Adrienne. I love her.
yoga by Adrian. Speaking of Adrian, and speaking of someone with a similar name, Ariana, are you going to watch the new season of Love Island? That looks
So,
interesting.
do you watch Love Island?
What's funny? You know what's hilarious? I'll be walking down the street, right? And all of a sudden I see a poster of Vanderpump Villa or a poster of Love Island, and I'm literally like, I know these people. It's kind of
I
it's
know.
it's a very not surreal moment, but you just like, wow, we've all come so like it's just been so interesting. Life is what I'm.
Yeah. Well,
Life is
even
interesting.
what about, did you see the Sports Illustrated swimsuit show or whatever it was?
the runway
Didn't you
show.
date Stassi?
Yes, I
Stassi
dated
Schroeder was
Stassi.
walking in it.
That's an interesting story. That was done. I dated her back in 2009, 2010.
Oh my gosh.
That year. So that was 15, 16 years ago. It was a different, very different person back then. And so
Yeah.
was she. I mean, now she's a mom. She's doing something totally different. Like you see people evolve and grow, and you don't really. You're like, wow, like we knew each other in a past life. You know, it's kind of
It must
interesting to
be,
actually think that.
was it surreal to see Stassi? Like, oh my gosh, I definitely know her. And
Yeah, I
she's
mean, like I know
walking the runway.
her. I know her from years ago. Yeah, yeah, but it's a little bit surreal when you see people, doing something like that. You're like, wow. You know what I mean? I don't know, because you know them in a different light. You know?
I love the female glow ups, like Stassi, obviously, glow up on
Oh
the
yeah.
runway. She looked amazing. Then we have Ariana, stunning. Oh my gosh, she's a
Yes.
knockout. But then on the other side, you have like Tom Sandoval, who just got cast on House of Villains season 3. What do you think about
Now
that?
I got a question for you, Jenny. What do you think is more appropriate? Tom Sandoval getting cast on House of Villains season 3, or Jax Taylor getting cast on House of Villains season 2?
He on? Yeah, he was on season 2. I
Like,
think
which
they're both
who's the bigger villain?
appropriate. Yeah, I think maybe they should be on the same season together so we can see.
Yeah,
Because
exactly. Because then you can
then they
compare
could
and
really duke it out for
contrast.
number one guy in the group.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, who's then going to be the number one guy in the group? Who then is going to be who's going to be it then? Like that to
Probably
me,
neither of them.
yeah. Because see, here's the thing. Tom was included in the group that was the number one. That was the group that he was
The
the number one
boys
guy
chat?
in. No, no. See, here's the
Oh, that
thing.
was a different chat.
Here's no. You got to realize what the group was. Jenny, you don't know what the group was?
No.
So the group was myself, Sheena, Stassi, Katie,
Oh.
Tom, Jax.
The OG crew.
That's the group. He was the number one guy in that group. So he's still the number one guy in the group, but the group no longer exists. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's over. It's finished. That no longer. But was he ever really the number one guy in the group? I would beg to say nope. Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Was
Did you watch the Valley or the after show?
No, I didn't. What happened? I mean, like it's
Jax is a
garbage. I've
mess.
said it before. It's garbage. But
You
what
did
what
say
happened?
it.
Huh?
Jax is just a mess. Like he is so I don't even want to repeat the things that we saw him do because they were really bad. And it's really disheartening to see Bravo give someone like him a platform. Like he's going to BravoCon, or at least is scheduled to as of now, which is upsetting to a lot of people who are watching the Valley because Jax is his behavior is very triggering for people.
Yeah, I
And
believe that.
yeah, I don't like to I wouldn't want to see him
There
on the
was a
next
there was a
season.
there was a meme out there that got shared around that was of Jax Taylor getting fired. Now I looked into it a little
Hmm.
bit and it was didn't happen. But there was a meme that was going around that was saying that he did get fired 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah. And everyone was like, "Oh
interesting.
my God, he got fired. Finally, they got rid of him." But
Is that
apparently that didn't
official?
happen. No, 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 no.
Oh.
It was fake news. Didn't happen.
Oh.
Okay, but that they came out like 2 weeks ago. That's how triggering he is to a lot of people. That's what I'm
Yeah.
finding out right now. That he's very triggering to a lot of people, and people
Yeah.
want him gone.
Yeah. No, can I well, I guess I'll repeat what he did. So last night, Brittany is talking, she's FaceTiming with Jax's sister. They're talking about
Ooh,
Jax,
ooh.
how Brittany can't find her wedding ring or engagement ring because Jax took it, which he admitted to on the after show. And Brittany said he's been holding it as like a tool for negotiation. Like if you don't do this, then I'm gonna keep these rings. When, if anyone's familiar with marital laws. I believe, and I don't live in California, I'm not a lawyer, but I believe in California, once you're married, that engagement ring is technically the woman's property. If you
Yes.
didn't get married and like you broke off your engagement, I think legally she would have to give that ring back.
Didn't
So,
Rachel do that on the with James on
did
the
she?
reunion?
Well, she
Yeah,
had to give it back.
there's a clip out there where I
Yeah, she gave
saw.
it back to
Yeah,
him.
yeah, and it
Yeah,
was all
because
like,
you
"So,
have
are you gonna give the
to.
ring back?"
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to. It's the
exactly.
law.
Yeah.
And so he not only is holding her rings hostage, but while she's FaceTiming with his sister, it's not like she's like doing anything malicious or wrong, right? He texts the producer. Okay, the fourth wall was broken. The producer comes over to Brittany, shows Brittany the text. It says something like, yeah, keep talking. I can hear everything you guys are saying. And all
Wow.
this. So he's like, and she's like, what? She knows that they have security cameras in their house, but she was like, our cameras don't have audio. So what? He like bugged the house or something? Like, what is he even talking about? It's just
If you
really
think about it,
gross.
he might have. Although no, although like for Bugs, I don't know where he's gonna get the money.
Oh, you want to talk about money, Peter? Okay, so last week we talked about how their mortgage is 14K a month. On the after show, Brittany said it's 18K a month. And Jax also said his podcast with Brittany, they make $1 million a year and they're fighting
No,
over the ownership of it. He didn't even know what an RSS feed was, okay? He's claiming it's worth $1 million a year and that he gave it to Brittany already. She's like, I never got that. Also, he said that he paid off the entire mortgage on the house from rehab. How the hell would he even do that? I don't believe anything he says. He's like just wasting our time.
a little bit.
Yes.
So this goes back to the whole traitors thing. Who do you think would be, or the villains thing? Although Jack, wait, hold on.
Jack sucked at
how,
that show.
how long do you think Jax would last on the traitors?
On the traders, you know what? Actually, he might last not long, but like I don't think he would get out right away because some people like to keep people like Jax to use them as like labor during the missions to get more money. But then also someone like Jax, if I was a trader, I would keep Jax around because he's not that smart and he would very easily be able to be taken out later on down the road, which is
Well,
more
what if he
strategic.
was picked as a traitor?
Oh God, I think it would be obvious. I probably would vote for him even if I didn't think he was a traitor. Like if I didn't know, I'd probably be like, it's Jax. Like we can't trust him anyways, so let's get rid of him
Get rid
now.
of it. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good one.
No, literally,
Wow.
that's been my strategy all along. I keep telling everyone for traders going forward, they need to get out the least trustworthy people first
Yes.
because you want to play the long game. You don't want to be stuck at the end going against the most villainous person that you know,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Well,
That's why
it's
Tom Sandoval is never a threat either.
yeah.
Like both of them are not a threat in any type of game because they're so basic. Like their
But
behavior
they're
is
both.
so predictable, so transparent, it's
Yeah.
obvious
Mhm.
and yeah. It's entertaining for me because I'm like I know that they're going to be basic right now and pull some lame move and usually they do.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm right there with you. I think that that's a pretty accurate statement. Being about both of them. That's why, like for instance, Jax being a traitor, like that wouldn't happen. I don't think that what's his face
Alan.
Cummings would pick him because it
Yeah,
would
it
be
would be
too
too
obvious.
obvious. Yeah,
Too
it'd be like
obvious.
picking Tom Sandoval.
I don't
You
think that he has
can't
a
pick
good
them.
poker face.
No. He
I guess
also
that.
like nothing he says can be trusted, so it doesn't
No,
matter. Like he literally
exactly.
could say anything. He could say, "Guys, I'm a traitor," and people probably wouldn't believe him, but they'd
Yeah,
probably still vote him out
they
because he's
they
not to be
probably still vote
trusted.
him out. Oh yeah, absolutely. Speaking of which, Some people that I think are very fake were some of the additions to the Valley, back to the Valley.
Oh. Mhm.
The additions of
Brock.
Janet.
Oh, Janet.
What do you think of Janet and her husband?
So I have not been one of the people who have been on this like I hate Janet train. I kind of find her to be entertaining in a pot stirring kind of way because you need
Okay.
someone to do that, right? You can't just have everyone be like, we love each other and this is great. Like Janet is the bone collector. She'll bring the tea to different people in on the cast, but she is also insufferable in some ways, but like I find that to be entertaining. I can like disconnect
Yeah.
like for the sake of entertainment, I could disconnect and be like, oh my God, Janet is getting wild again. And I was surprised with Jason and how he's going along with everything Janet's doing. So because I'm so surprised, I'm like, oh my God, I have to like reevaluate everything I've thought about Jason since season one because I had him on a pedestal. I thought he was like the best guy, the most like
What made you what made you
reasonable.
what made you reconsider your opinion of Jason?
Well, this season he's going hard on this. Like I feel like his natural instinct or like his inherent instinct would be to let things go or be like, okay, that wasn't cool. Okay, let's move on. But
Yeah.
with Janet, because she likes to, I don't know, intensify situations, he's like going along with it. And it's very off putting because I'm like, wow, that's not the Jason that I thought he was. And it's making me look at him very differently. Also,
Damn.
because he's a lawyer, I know that's not like we shouldn't like stereotype people based on their
Hey, my father was a
profession.
lawyer. I'm just saying.
Well, like, I don't know. I'm shocked that he's behaving the way that he has been in the last couple episodes. Like, they were saying, Janet was saying, like, I haven't cried all day like this in years or something like that. I'm like,
Really?
what? Over Jasmine saying I don't even know what they're fighting over because Jasmine wouldn't stick up for them because there's a rumor going around that Jason takes off his wedding ring, which I don't even believe anyways, but I
Oh,
don't know. You tell me, what's all the tea?
some of the main points for the Valley are everyone is losing their wedding rings. Is that
Are
a
they
sign of
losing
things to
them?
come? We shall see. I don't know. But speaking of Love Island, I want to circle back to Love Island.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so I saw this and I was like, what is happening right here, right now? Love Island star Kyle Ashman breaks silence following shock exit.
I don't know.
What exactly happened on this? Because apparently he uh he was involved in a violent attack with an
What?
axe. Yeah.
During Love Island?
I don't know if it was during Love Island, but I know that he was axed from Love Island. And
Because he was attacked by an axe?
no, he was involved in an axe attack.
Oh,
Yeah. Opportunity grabbed both hands and it was taken away from me. Wait, hold on. He continued, I'm not a bad guy, honestly, but I'm not a bad guy, honestly. I'm not a bad guy. I'm a normal guy from a normal place. But he was
what the hell does
involved
that
in an
mean?
axe attack. Violent attack, no, a machete. So it was a machete attack in February. The 23-year-old was one of two people arrested by police, but was subsequently released with no further action. It's since confirmed to Mail Online there's no involvement in the incident.
Oh, so he was arrested but never found guilty?
But I think they threw him off of um, Love Island star sensationally axed after revelation he was arrested over a machete attack on dad just months ago.
I mean, I think that's probably the right decision from a production standpoint because, but I don't know. These are the things, though, that I've been asking you about. What are the lines? What are the guidelines? What
Well,
And
and
we
see,
need to define those and make them concrete so that we're not being hypocritical, we're not doing double standards or anything like that. It needs to be the same for everybody.
so I did mention this last year to the Sun, and you can look it up. But there was an incident with one of the members of the Vanderpump Villa cast, and I said, and I told the Sun when I was interviewed by them, I said, you got to throw him off. It's unacceptable.
Marciano?
No, no, it was the chef, Eric.
Oh.
And I said, you got to throw him off. It's unacceptable that his behavior was like that. You
Wait,
know,
was that during the show though? Because like this incident with this Love Island guy sounds like it happened off camera
yeah,
before they started filming.
they were both outside of the show, but like for instance, in the Vanderpump Villa incident, he he had a restraining order. You could look all the court documents up in I think the courthouse was Beverly Hills. You could find all of the information. Okay, it was
Oh,
gruesome, to say the least. All
oh,
right.
snap.
So stuff like that, I do have certain lines. Like for instance, anything happens at Reality Network, I'm going to be the one to do the axing. I don't care. I have zero tolerance for violence. You know. Now,
Yeah.
as far as like berating other people, like oh you shut up too. Okay, that's fine.
Words hurt too, Peter, but no,
I know.
I get what you're saying. I
Well, we
agree
have
with
to
that.
entertain somehow, right?
I know we can only entertain with our words pretty much. But no, I agree. I think that there should be a zero tolerance policy for any kind of violence, abuse, or even sometimes you may have to make some rules for things that people say, like if they're derogatory,
Oh
if
yeah.
they
Oh
are
yeah.
part of any hate
Absolutely.
speech, things of that
Oh yeah.
nature.
No, that
Yeah.
and that comes with the territory too, because that can be that can lead to something else.
Yeah.
But violence first. I have a zero tolerance policy for that.
Yeah. I feel
And
like
then
that
if
should be
you're
obvious.
yeah, it's very obvious. I mean, sometimes I wonder if some of these people think before they not speak, just execute. That sounds like a really bad term to use in this situation. Before
No, I get what
they
you're
do
saying.
what they did. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Like when you're involved in something, walk away. Just like don't let it get too heated, and just what? I'm gonna take a moment and I'm gonna get some air. You know,
Okay,
sometimes
wait,
that's all it
Peter.
takes.
So we can say that in 2025, right? We
Yes,
know
yeah, that's
this.
true. That's true.
But going back to Vanderpump Rules season two, was it? Stassi backhanded Kristen right in the
Sta-
face on camera.
Stassi backhanded Kristen. And where are they today? They're still friends. Stassi
I
backhanded
know this.
Kristen, and then Tom came after Jax and
Mm-hmm.
hit Jax.
And in season one, Jax and Frank fought, didn't they?
Well, I broke that fight up.
So what was it like for you guys back then? Like, was it they did they say explicitly or
To tell you the
specifically like you
truth,
cannot hurt like harm other people while filming or like ever?
I don't know what the rules are today, right now in 2025, but back in the day, it was a little bit of the Wild Wild West for us. It was
Clearly.
new. It was different. I think it was new for even Bravo at the time, but it was new. It was different, and it was like, um, we're making a TV show. Let's go and be entertaining. And I guess that was part of the entertainment of it all. And if you notice, that type of stuff really toned down in the subsequent years. In the subsequent
Yeah.
seasons. So season 1 and 2, you had a little bit of like scuffles, and then by season 3, it was you didn't see any of that type of stuff, and there could have been. You know,
Wait, didn't Tom Sandoval and James get into it a few times?
I'm not sure if they got. Oh my God, they got into
At
a
Sheena's
huge,
birthday.
huge fight at Sheena's birthday. I
Yeah, and
wasn't there for that
Sheena
one
had to go to
either.
the
I went with
hospital.
Stassi.
Oh, you were there with Stassi?
No, I went with Stassi, and we were like we were having an Instagram battle. So we were posting our posts and comparing our posts with their posts, and then all of
Oh
a
my God,
sudden
that's funny.
a huge fight breaks out, and I'm like, I'm glad I wasn't over there.
Yeah.
No.
That was when James said something about taking a Honda Civic selfie. I think. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord. This is so me.
Okay, wow. Well, on that note, oh man, whoo, baby. I just wanted to thank you, Jenny, for hosting this with me.
Oh,
Shout
thank
out to
you.
Capos. Shout out to West Coast Tattoos, and then a couple of the sponsors that we've had, Jack Daniels and Empress Gin. Thank you so much. Jenny, this has been a lot of fun. I will
Always
admit that.
fun.
I can't wait to see you guys, everyone, next week. Go log on, subscribe to watch.realitynetwork.tv, and you'll see me and Jenny there all the time, talking about the news of the day and what's coming up next. Jenny, do you have anything else you want to say?
Nope. Have a good week, everybody.
Everyone have a good weekend and stay safe out there. It's going to be a lot of fun this June. Bye for now.
Real life, real drama, real TV. Only on the Reality Network.